The next morning felt peaceful, almost ordinary. Penguins fished, played, and built their nests with smooth grey stones. The younger penguins, full of energy, slid down the small, gentle hills, their laughter echoing across the ice. It was a perfect day, but then the wind changed. What began as a soft whisper quickly became a ferocious roar. A gentle breeze turned into a violent blast of air that stung their faces. Dark, menacing clouds swallowed the sky whole, casting a shadow of fear over the entire colony. Blizzard. A voice cried out, sharp with panic. Elder Frost, his voice a commanding rumble, immediately took charge. Everyone to the shelter caves. Move quickly, stay together, he shouted over the rising gale. But the storm was growing stronger by the second. Penguins who tried to walk were simply blown over, tumbling helplessly across the ice. Those who tried to slide, the usual quick escape, spun dangerously out of control. A wave of panic washed over the colony. They were stuck, trapped in the middle of a vast open ice field, unable to move forward to safety. Little Marina clung tightly to Pablo's flipper, her eyes wide with fear. "We can't walk in this," she cried, her small voice nearly lost in the wind. "It's too strong." And then Pablo felt it. That familiar push, the wind shoving him sideways, just as it had on Glacier Hill. The same force that had sent him rolling instead of sliding. In that moment of chaos, a spark of realization lit up inside him. An idea, wild and brilliant. "I have an idea," Pablo shouted, turning to the others. Captain Waddle, ever the pragmatist, barked, "Now is not the time for..." But Pablo wasn't listening. He had already curled himself into a tight, compact ball, head tucked in, flippers pulled in tight against his body. He was as round as a stone. With a determined push, he launched himself forward and rolled. He stayed low to the ground, where the wind was weakest, and moved with a surprising steadiness. He was fast, and he was heading straight for the shelter caves. He rolled right up to the entrance, popped up from his ball shape, and shouted back at the top of his lungs, "It works. Roll. You have to roll." But the howling wind swallowed his voice, carrying his words away into the storm. No one could hear him. Still Marina saw him. She had seen him vanish into the swirling snow and then reappear at the mouth of the cave, and she trusted him. Without a second thought, she curled herself into a ball and rolled after him, a small, dark shape disappearing and reappearing through the blizzard. Grandmother Pebble saw Marina go. She hesitated for only a moment before she, too, tucked and rolled. Then flip, then flap, one by one, then in pairs, then in dozens. The penguins began to follow Pablo's lead. Slowly, like a wave of rolling stones, the colony began to move again. They rolled through the blinding snow, low and steady, a strange but determined procession heading for the safety of the caves. Thanks for watching. We're getting so close to the end of Pablo's journey. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss the final chapter. We'll see you in the next video.